Hello, hello. Merry Christmas, a little late. Happy New Year, all the things. I hope you are dialed in, got your notepads, your pen, your paper, ready to go. If you don't know, Maria is who enrolled me, and she's now one of my closest friends. And we've had a lot of 11 years of life on this Thrive journey. I really just talking with her, really wanted to hear from her and us kind of come in together for you to set the stage for a fabulous 2026. Like something that has really been on my mind lately is 2025 is almost over. And I think whatever you had in 2025, leave it there. Whether you learned from it, you don't want to remember it, whatever it is about this year, leave it there. Take the good and the learning moments and put them into play in 2026. That has been something on my heart for business, for life, for a lot of things over this last month that I'm like, every year there's things that I'm like, I don't I don't want to dwell on that. I don't want to take it with me. You are in control of your actions, your reactions, your emotions, your what you pack with you to take forward. And that is something I want you to hear. You are in control of what happens in your business and in your life. And so that's just really been on my heart. And I wanted to start with that. Maria, I know you've got some things. I still need to upload that so it'll go onto the computer unless you have it to where you can screen share it. Or do you
Uh,
need to?
I might be able to real quick. Hang on.
Okay.
All
Okay.
right, let me know if you can see.
Yes.
You can.
Yeah.
Sweet. Can you still see me or you just see that?
I see that and you in the little box at the top.
Oh, we'll see. It's great then. Okay. All right. Well, hey guys, thank y'all so much for hopping on. I know the time periods between Christmas and New Year's, I mean, let's face it, like nobody knows what day it is, nobody knows what we're doing. I'm actually at the ranch right now. That's why it's so funny when Amber asked me, I was like, yes, but I have no idea where I'm gonna be, but we'll figure it out. So anyway, thank y'all so much for hopping on. And if you're catching the recording, yay, here we go. Let's kick off this new year. So I just put together something. I love the fact that I can tell my little chat GPT bestie what I want to talk about, and they can put it in a nice little summary formula. But those of you that have been with me for a while, you know that I really am all about keeping the main thing the main thing. And I know that a lot of times that can get repetitive and even can get boring to some. But we have such an incredible opportunity here. And I think a lot of times the opportunity can go by the wayside when people start making things super complicated. And so, my thought this morning was just like, guys, let's just get back to what we know works and let's get really, really, really clear. It's funny because I was telling ChatGPT what I wanted to talk about, and they came up with the word alignment. And I was like, I hate that word. Like, I just hate the word alignment. I know a lot of people like it, use it, whatever. And I was like, no, I don't like that word. What is something else? And she's like, in Maria language, it's just get personally clear. And I just think that takes the fluff out of it. I think it takes the bullshit out of it. Excuse my language. And I think it just makes it like this is the truth. This is the truth. And I will say this until I'm blue in the face. But honestly, guys, these are these steps that successful people take to create a future, to create options, to create momentum, to create daily pay, to create, income that pays you from conversations that you're having today for the next 10 years. It truly is simple, but the hard part about simplicity is a lot of times you can just throw it to the wayside. Like I said, you can think, oh, I'll catch up with that later. Oh, I'll do that later. And trust me, I'm not going to act like I'm perfect and I don't miss a day and all the things, because that would be a lie. So and like Amber said, life happens. We can't control anything really. I used to think I was in control. And the older I get, the more I'm like, yeah, yeah, Maria, you're really not in control of anything, but in what you do, what you think, and how you react. And so, let's just talk through this, guys. If you have any questions, Amber, you may have to pop in if some questions come up because I'm just seeing like my my PDF or whatever, and then I'm seeing a couple of you guys. So getting personally clear, like I said, I felt like that was just like way better. Just get personally clear, cut the BS. You've got to be consistent with your products. What are your favorite products? What are your products that you take? To be honest, I switched mine up. Right now I'm doing a combination of classic with the My GLP, but then I wear the Elite DFT. But there's not a day that goes by that I'm not taking my Thrive products. Whether I'm on a detox, whether I'm, just the day in and day out, being consistent with your products is a number one, the key. I am fully aware that not everyone takes the 3 steps that everyone else takes, and that's okay. You can truly build a business here with the products. The crazy part is in the year 2026, we're going to have a lot of people that are getting consistent with their products, and it's the Xera line. Maybe they were never really truly interested in our Thrive 3 steps, which I'm like, how in the world would someone not be? But that's just the reality of where we're going. So whether they are on the Thrive 3 steps or with the Xera, you've got to be consistent with it. Consistent use creates the results. Can you pour hot water? Sorry, we're not at home, and I just had somebody check the dog's water and it's frozen. Um, so, okay, get clear on what Thrive supports for you in this season. What is it? So funny. This is kind of crazy. I've had some weird like sleep going on, and I'm kind of like, I wonder if I ought to try the HDS patch because I've only always taken the HDS capsules. That's just what's kind of worked for me. And Amber's like, yeah, 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 yeah. Well, we're at the ranch. Ralph doesn't have sleep gummies. So I had rest last night. Y'all, I haven't had rest since probably the sleep gummies came out because that's just what I had switched to. I'm just saying I'm full of piss and vinegar today because my sleep score is an 83 and I slept for like 8 hours and 37 minutes and I had amazing sleep. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like it's just sometimes it's just those little tweaks I think that we need to do just to shake it up a little bit. But so like when I read that sentence, the first thing that pops to my mind is I took our rest last night and I got the best night, sleep that I've had in a really long time. My body may just need that change up a little bit, right? The My GLP capsules help me with the cravings. I mean, I've made it through the holidays and I haven't just been all that bad. But I am ready for our 10-day detox, right? I cannot imagine going without my Thrive capsules. My gut health, I had somebody ask me some questions. Amber, it wasn't just you, it was another lady that reached out to me yesterday asking about gallbladder because I haven't had my gallbladder had it out like gosh when Gunnar was a baby, so almost 19 years ago. And they're asking me just different things. And the gut health support that I have with Thrive, I mean, has been phenomenal. But what is it that Thrive is supporting for you? Well, Thrive is supporting me from a health standpoint, from a sleep standpoint, but it's also supporting me in the options that we have with our family, financially. Today's payday, right? Getting paid every Tuesday on conversations that I've had for over the last decade. I'm real clear at why that happens, right? So it's because I take my products. It's because my products work for me. It's because I talk about my products. And I'm grateful for that. And so it's easy to be anchored in your why. Again, getting clear, getting rooted, being anchored. It's easy for me to do that because of the health that it gives me, because of the peace that it's given me, because of the freedom and the options that it's given me, because of the time that it's given me with my family. Had Thrive not entered our life, I wouldn't be with you guys on a Tuesday at 11 o'clock after Christmas because I would be at work treating patients as a speech pathologist. But I have the options and the flexibility of time because I have an online business that's paid me. So that is, write that down for you. Well, first of all, make that commitment to be consistent with your products. But write down and talk about that today. That could be an action step you could take today. Get clear on what Thrive supports for you. What is Thrive doing for you in this season? What did it do? You know, how's your day different today because you took your Thrive? How was your sleep last night because you took your Thrive? How, I mean, you're going to have a paycheck hitting in about 50 minutes. You know, what is Thrive doing for you in this season, and talk about it. And then again, be committed to really being anchored in that. You know, I think so many times I've seen people lose their way in this business because they forget what got them where they are in the first place. They forget about, you know, the fact that where they were before physically, where they were mentally, where they were emotionally, where they were financially. Y'all, I don't ever want to go back to any of those places. And so that's why I stay so crazy consistent. And I love that, you know, this part right here, right, guys, write this down. Clarity creates confidence. It's so funny because if you look at our videos, like I see Shimon on here, like if you look at our videos when we first started talking about Thrive, like, I don't know, like we just weren't the glowing thrivers, you know, confident thrivers that we are today. Like we had hope, we knew like we had something in our hands, but it's like the more that you experience this, the confidence just continues to grow. And she was at our house in Colorado a couple months ago, and just being around her and just like that calm confidence that, you know, it's not this loud, boisterous, annoying confidence. It's just this calm confidence of what this has done for her and her family. And it only makes sense to continue to, you know, keep your foot on the gas because of what it's done. Simplifying your daily actions. You know, I think a lot of times we have analysis paralysis because, you know, I have a catch 22 feeling with trainings. I mean, I feel like we need trainings for you know, community and us getting together. But I think sometimes people can get so caught up in the trying to be someone else, or trying to do what someone else is doing, or try to make the post sound like somebody else, or the picture sound like somebody else, or the lifestyle sound like somebody else, that we forget that really it's just all about in the simple little daily actions that create something. You know, having 2 to 5 real conversations a day with people. You know, you're sharing your real life, not perfection. I'll be honest, y'all, I don't know. Somehow I have like a bazillion haters now on Facebook, and then I have 700 new followers that think I'm interesting. You better believe that's who I'm going to be marketing Thrive to in 2026. You're going to see a whole lot of Mauria repeating and acting like it's day one, because I have 700 new followers on Facebook that found me from some random reel that I was really just doing all in fun that sparked a lot of controversy. Also, y'all, controversy is good. It brings you new fun people. It just pushes out your stuff. That's another thing. I'm like, yeah, I'm not ever getting offended by someone that has a problem with me on Facebook. And I'm kind of like, yeah, you can't hurt my feelings anyway. I have family that stalks my Facebook to find something wrong with me. So, like, I really don't really care what the strangers say, right? So, sharing your real life, not perfection, is fun. Invite curiosity, not pressure. You know, just my post today was super simple. Actually, it was kind of a modified version of some posts that I've seen going about, you know, just education as far as the 10-day detox. Also, if you haven't promoted the 10-day detox, like, where are you? Like, go make your post today. Because number one, that bundle is at a huge discount. It counts for your cab bonus. They'll have their products in their hands at the first of the new year. We can get started with the 10-day detox on January 5th. We all know that when people regularly take the detox every 90 days, their Thrive works so much better. And you have so many people that are on your page right now that are watching you that are fluffy, tired, irritable, inflamed. It's the holidays. We can't help it. Like, I mean, the food just does it to us, and so do the drinks. So people are wanting, whether they want to join your business or not, or whether they even want to take the 3 steps or not, may be a different thing. But everybody, you know, needs a 10-day detox, and they know they need it. So this isn't a rule, like, you don't have to really convince people of it. So go back and make your posts today, do some education with that. There are multiple detox groups. I hate this. Amber and I talked about this. It annoys. I love y'all. I love y'all. I love all of y'all. But sometimes we get a lot of disconnection because everybody and their dog has a group and nobody knows where to join. And it looks like we're like this little small company when there's really like thousands of people doing a detox at the same time. But anyway, there are multiple detox groups. Pop in some. If you're a leader, please take the lead, if you don't mind, in helping us create the noise during the detox. Maggie, I love you. You're always like on point with hopping in groups, answering questions. go ahead, feel free and make posts in my detox groups. I'm never offended when you hop in and lead. I enjoy those things because it doesn't look like it's just me, because it's not just me. It's literally, we're going to have thousands of people doing the detox in the month of January, but it's going to look like there's not very many because there's a bazillion groups. So if you're in multiple groups, I don't know, go post the same thing in all the groups. But anyway, there's my little kind of got off on topic, but again, what we need to be doing right now, always let the company guide you guys in what you're doing. I mean, like, I follow the company because truly, I know a lot of you guys are following me, and then a lot of thrivers are connected. So what do you guys think happens when everyone is doing the same thing at the same time with the same verbiage, move in the same direction? We can move more, we can create more momentum. And it also makes other people feel like they are absolutely missing out when they're seeing this everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. 10-day detox, 10-day detox, 10-day detox, detox bundle. Get this. It's got collagen. It's got greens. It's got the thirst I see. What the heck? I need hydration. Everybody says I need hydration. Like, if we're all doing the same thing at the same time, we create a lot more noise. We can create FOMO. Everybody's doing it. Everybody has results. Everybody's thriving. Everybody's happy because everybody's getting results, right? So there is that. And then build depth, not just reach. This is huge because really it doesn't matter. Like, I made the comment, 700 new followers. Here's the reality, guys. If I get four new 4Ks out of that, I'm going to hit a new lifestyle bonus. Like, I don't need 700 of them thriving with me. I need four, like, right out of the gate. And I need two of them going VIP 800, VIP 1600. I need a new 4K. And then I'm going to need another new 4K and another new 4K, right? And locking arms will just help you. I've had to do that in my organization because obviously, like the company says, Mauria, you got to go get new, right? So, like, I have a completely different chat room for newer promoters than I do for that. Amber's not in there. Amber's my personal. Amber's been with me for 11 years. And so you kind of have to, I don't know, you have to have target and focus, right? Amber doesn't need Mauria in her inbox telling her what to do every day. Amber and I probably talk 17 times a day about different things, but she doesn't need you know what I mean? So focus and help people get a quick win. Funny story, did a Zoom last night. She probably doesn't even know about this Zoom today. Brand new. She was with the company, left in 2020, had like a 40K team, tried all the things. Nothing else works. Hit a place where she said, I'm missing my thrive. I'm coming back. We did a Zoom last night with one of her girlfriends. She made her post today. Just before we got on the Zoom, she said, my phone is blowing up. And I said, okay, everybody that creates an account today, I will give a discount to them. That is my investment into her. And so I'm literally going, okay, I want her to get a quick win. I want her going VIP 400 immediately off of her first post. So I am going to help her do that. You can do that. If you're on this Zoom, you're a leader, you've got a team, you have credits, or you're getting paid today. So what can you do? It doesn't have to be huge. I didn't say I'm giving everybody $200 because I'm not, right? What can you do? Can you give them $10? Can you give them a $20 in credits? Can you give them a $50 discount? Do you have extra Thrive at your house that you say, if you buy this, I give you this? What can you personally do to like really like dig in there and help them get the quick win? The company's already rewarding them with the quick win, but just add a little bit to that, guys. You'll never regret that part. Like, help them get their quick win and then teach them how to go do the same thing. When they earn their credits from their VIP, you say, okay, we're going to split this up amongst your next two people. Who do you want it to go to? And then if you still have credits, can you go match them? See, it's the depth that will create momentum. It's not about how many you've got at the same time. It's about, okay, what do we have? Focus growth right now. Let's go create that momentum. So basically, just in summarizing this up, guys, just recommit to your basics. Like, make a commitment. And I'm going to challenge you guys right now. Go into your team chats or your team pages and you go tell everybody what your goal is for this next year. Let them know you're recommitting just to the basics. You've heard us say over and over again, it's the basics that win any day of the week and twice on Sunday. You're recommitting to the basics, which is being consistent with your products, staying in constant thought of what the products are doing for you, staying true to why do you do this? Why do you do this? What has this done for your health? What's it done for your peace? What's it done for your freedom? The options it's give you, what has it done for your family? You've got to show up daily. You have to show up daily. That is a non-negotiable in this business. Show up as you. You can be you. You're not Maria. You're not Amber. You are you. Your people don't want you to be Maria or Amber. They want you to be you. They're on your page because they follow you. Share your real life, not perfection. Share what you're doing, share the opportunity, be excited about what you have going on. Lead with belief in not only what it's done for you and the blessings you've got, but the blessings you know are to come. I look back and when I go through old journals, like I didn't know what this was going to do for my family, but I had a belief. And I didn't know, and sometimes like we can get into this and like we can have disappointments, but like y'all, you can't let disappointments in business make you fall off the wagon because think about as a mom, how many disappointments you have. You just gonna quit parenting, just gonna rat your kids off, just gonna quit your kids? Like, no, that's not how it works. You've got to stay so committed that you just have that belief and you have that dream and that hope and that you know where this is going to take you. Um, and you don't stop because you're so committed. Do these and the is going to follow. So with that, it's only 11:22. Let's take a few minutes and just chat. It's end of year. Let me see if I can stop the share. And that way, if you guys have any questions, anything that kind of resonated, hit home that you want to chat about. Oh, wait, real quick before we do questions. We are starting boot camp January 1. I'm super excited about it. I love boot camp. But then I feel like you got half the time the team falls off the wagon, like by day 20. Anyway, which is fine because here's the deal. We have to shake it up in the same way that I just told you guys that I had great sleep last night because I took a rest instead of a Thrive gummy, a sleep gummy. We've got to shake things up, and that's just part of it, and it's okay. But I think as women and as leaders, we do really good when we have a start date and an end date, right? So I need you guys to help me rally the troops, first of all. We are starting January 1. We're going to try something new. Amber and I tested out making sure that we could do dual lives. And there will be several nights where they'll have two leaders on the live at the same time. We're not doing Zoom. It just didn't get the kind of turnout that we've had before. I think my people are used to the Facebook Lives in the boot camp group. And the nice thing about that is that group is very interactive, so it will send out notifications. And I think that was the key. It's like, also it's recorded immediately, so y'all can go back in. If you're 15 minutes late, no big deal. You just pop on, you get to watch it, all the things. Anyway, that is starting January 1. If you have a specific leader that you're like, Maria, this girl is fire, she needs to train, reach out to me, let me know. And then I would love for, if y'all want to go make a post in the boot camp now and just say, hey, here are some topics that I would like to learn about. Go do that. I don't mind that at all. That boot camp group is really all about how do we meet the needs of the team. So your input is extremely valuable. Okay, with that, I'm going to be quiet for a second and let you guys just take the floor.
Okay. Anybody that wants to chat or talk, go ahead and unmute. I'm going to kind of just chime in while we're waiting for y'all. One thing when you talked about like kind of changing things up, like, oh, I was taking sleep gummies and I haven't and taking the rest and whatnot. Recently I started using Recharge again. I don't know when I stopped using Recharge.
Actually put one of those on yesterday.
You did?
I did. I
Yeah.
haven't done that in a while, but I'm at the ranch. I mean, we
That's
just get
why
different stuff here.
that's why you sleep so good last night.
Or was
So
it the sleep gummies? What?
it was the recharge. So that's what I was gonna say. I put on recharge and I slept so hard. And I will say, so my HDS patch, like, and maybe that's when I stopped using recharge because I end up putting on so many stickers, air quote, that in the morning
Yeah.
I'm taking them all off. But I I've been wearing Recharge now, and so like I said, HGS already helps me sleep. It helps me not get sweaty in the middle of the night. All the things I'm like swear by it. Don't take it from me. I will choke you. But the Recharge, adding that in, it's like an even deeper sleep now. And
Okay, well,
yeah,
I just put them out of the drawer at the ranch and I'm taking them home.
and
And
my
then
little
and then I need another buy two get one.
yeah, you missed it. I'm sure there'll be something New Year's Eve or New Year's Day. But that being said, like it's okay. We have a lot of products and it's okay to like get back into some of the products. And just because so and so takes this every day doesn't mean that you have to add number 10 every day, right?
Right.
So it's okay. Because I am a rule follower. I'm a product of my products. And every time a product came out, I'm like, well, I gotta add this, and I gotta add this. And I was like, there's not enough hours in the day to take all of our products. There just
No.
isn't.
And
Proof. I'm
you
proof
don't
because
need
it's
all
tried.
of them. You don't need all of them.
But there are times in your life and in your body when you need different things. And so those are to, hey, pull this back out. Hey, try this again. Hey, see what this can do. The collagen peptides, that is a non-negotiable for me now. That is I will take it every day. The fact that I barely even curl my hair anymore, and Maria knows I hated my hair straight. I would always curl my hair because it gave me more volume. When I'd wear it straight, I felt like I had no hair because my fine hair was very obvious. And now I'm like, I'm barely curling my hair. I've got this bald spot is finally gone. I mean, just it's legit, y'all. It is legit. So there are things that you're gonna find along the way. You're gonna be like, wow, look at the benefits, and this is a non-negotiable. And then it's also really awesome for my skin.
I want to
Okay,
say
yes, go
something.
in.
Can I talk? Hi. I
Hey,
have my.
Nancy, wear your red dress with the long sleeves.
Okay, deal. Okay, no, I wanted to piggyback off of that because I think right now, like GLP is such a hot commodity. We have our My GLP. There are, the injections, and all these other companies have their own form of GLP pill and drink and all these things, and it's the buzzword, right? And so for a while, I was like, I have to keep taking the GLP. It's what the people want. But you have to remember, we became a $1 billion company before the My GLP. And so
Yeah.
we have that three-step system that works still. It's not like, oh, it's this old musty and dusty system. No, it is still working. And there are so many people. I mean, I was earning all these VIP treatments on the getaways with my customer enrollments who were people that needed energy, not weight loss. They wanted energy. So don't forget that not everybody wants weight loss. We're not a weight loss company, we're a supplement company. So if you're thriving for the energy, that's okay. Amber likes the HDS patches at night. Maria's talking about the rest for the sleep. I have people that only order balance and biotics. So every single thing that you're taking is an opportunity to share your products. And don't think because this person's hitting CAB 20 with GLP that you also need to be sharing GLP to hit CAB 20 as well. Because like Maria said, we can build this. We have so many products. And so whatever is working for you, share that. People are going to relate to your story more than you just throwing up a product because you think it's the next hot keyword. Sharing your story and what the products are doing for you is what will help you hit those goals.
Well, and on that too, just because you're earning cab 20 with my GLP doesn't mean you can't hit a higher cab by talking about the rest of the products. Don't limit yourself.
Yeah.
Even if you are winning
Yeah.
with the my GLP. We actually were just talking about this 2 days ago, about Xera. Like we were all like hot topic Xera because of pre-launch, but then I feel like we've kind of maybe leveled out a little bit on some of that, and now is the time to really get, now that we've got our customers that have ordered and their product is in their hands, like we need to be sharing more of those before and afters of Xera. And it does get overwhelming sometimes trying to figure out, well, what do I share to win, and
What do I share today?
what
I know.
before and after do I share today? So y'all, getting organized, getting a plan, writing it down, because what will happen is analysis paralysis, and it's happened to me before. I'm like, I don't know what to post today. I'm not going to post today. And I post a lot. So if you feel that way, what did you take today? Post about that. What did you give your kids today? Or what did your husband take today? Like what did you order yesterday on the special? Just kind of ask yourself those things. Or what are you like, shoot, I'm out of Cran Plus, or ooh, I want Cran Plus hot today. Share about that. Like, oh, I'm using my Xera right now, or oh, I can't wait for my Xera to get in. Share about that. Like, think of just in your moment, because kind of like with our kids and our life, we share what's in the moment, like we share what's happening in the moment. So do that with your products and try to, kind of stimulate your thought process by just going, okay, what am I taking today? What am I,
And
you know?
tell your people too, like why you're taking it. I've done
Mhm.
this. I did a reference in my team page a really long time ago, and I should probably do it again. But I put up two different posts. And the one post was just they posted like a Pinterest photo of the 3 steps, and they were like, feel good today, ask me how, right? And then the next photo was a mom talking about how she had baseball and softball, and she had been up early, and she got to the gym, and she was home cooking dinner, and she had all this energy still to play with her kids after all a busy day. And I'm like, who do you think they're going to relate to? The person that's throwing up this, like, oh, ask me how to feel good, or this is what I'm feeling good through. So make sure that you're sharing too, like what it's doing for you. I homeschool, run a business, like, all the things, volunteer at my church. And so I'm sharing with people, this is what I'm doing. I'm not just saying, oh, here's my products. I feel good. Get some. Stories sell.
Amen. I love that.
Absolutely. And somebody else said on there that, again, and we've said this for years, people buy you before they buy your product. And so they relate to you. Do you know a huge percentage of my customers now are moto moms because they relate to me, because I have spent my time now the last several years really digging into what's my core audience. And it's going to be who you relate to. Katie's is probably mainly homeschool moms because her kids are school age. She's in it. She's homeschooling. We've got, and I know Mauria through her life and different groups that our life has thrown us into, we've gotten people that relate to us and order the products that we use because they relate to us. Anybody else? And I got a couple of announcements to make too. Don't be shy. Unmute.
I wanted to piggyback off of Mauria, what she said about the new followers. Reels do bring new people to you because they're going to push out to a new audience. And it's really refreshing that I've had people in my inbox asking about the 3 steps and how you said going back to basics. And it's just refreshing because it's like, sometimes you feel like you're talking to the same people, and we cannot do that because some people will never be ordering from you. You have got to get new eyes on your stuff. And then I've had multiple moms in my inbox saying, like, they've never heard of Thrive. And they're like, hey, what's this? What's this energy? So sometimes you feel repetitive in your stories, but you're not repetitive to the right people or to the new people. And that's should always be our goal, is growing our network and talking to new people. So it's been refreshing having my reels like take off and then getting all of those new followers. And then one way I've been adding friends is by going through my followers. So don't forget to do that. You're going to have a lot of followers from your reels, but make sure you go through that list and start friending those people that you want to work with, and doing your 3-2-1s, doing your reach outs to them, building relationship with those new followers that you might have. So those are my 2 tips. And then, GLP. So in a mom group just yesterday, a mom posted, hey, I'm really uncertain about doing the shot. It's going to cost me, I think it was over $2,000. I'm scared about the health risks. What are your guys' experience with GLP? So I sent her a message about GLP and now we're chatting. But just keep in mind, it is very relevant right now. People are still spending thousands of dollars on shots that are causing terrible side effects that we don't even know the long-term impact. And our business here is so much deeper than our weekly paycheck. It's so much deeper than sharing a product. This is saving people's lives, changing people's lives, helping people avoid those side effects. It feels so much deeper. So I really lit my fire about GLP yesterday when I saw that.
I love that. Also, I love that you have your baby in your arms, and I can hear another one in the background. And then Blair, I saw your daughter walk up. I've actually just put y'all in my story. I'm like, I love seeing you mamas hopping on and having your kids with you because I promise that's how I built this business back in the day. We weren't necessarily on Zooms, but so many team calls, and I'll never forget the team call where one of them yelled, "Mom, can you come wipe me?" And everybody heard it. And but I love it because like this is real life. So those of you that have your kids with you, like please know, keep on bringing them. Of course, I know we're on. Oh, I can see Meredith's little girl too. I mean, it's just so fun. Mine threw up on a Zoom once. Of course they did. So anyway, but you're so right. And guys, back to reels. You know what? That's probably a topic that we need somebody to train on in the boot camp. But your reels do not have to be all pretty and fine and dandy. Right now, the trend in reels is more like you just videoing your life. Like right now, if there was a camera on Meredith with her daughter in the high chair, like that would be a like, and she put a caption over that, that's a reel that's going to take off. So I mean, even if, how do you say it? Is it Swin?
It's Su Yin or
Or it's
Su.
Su Yin. Yeah, Su Yin.
Suyin.
Thank
Okay.
you for
So
asking.
like even that, like if your camera was recording you like that, and you threw some text over that, that can push out. So it's honestly the easiest time ever in the history of Reels to make them and hop on board. So if you've never done it before, it's a great time to start. And it's just roll with it. But like it said, it's not about the reel doesn't bring you a thriver. The reel brings you someone that comes and starts looking at your page. So then you have a huge responsibility to run your 24/7 Thrive commercial, and you want to fast track them into learning who you are so that they know, like, and trust you. They need to know right away you're a mom. You wake up every morning, you take these 2 capsules. What are those? They're purple and white. I'm curious what that is. I don't know. She's always drinking that shake. What's that shake? What's that patch that she's wearing? So that's what that does. You don't just push out a reel and get sales. You push out a reel, eventually with consistency, it will land in some hands that then they start coming to your page and wondering what the heck you're doing. But if you're not sharing what you're doing, you're not talking about, you're not wearing your patch, you're not showing your products, they not talking about your business, then it's a dead end. So the real thing, if you're spending the time on it, that's where you really got to be sure that you're doing the basics, which is what we talked about today.
Well, and let's chat really quick on that. And yes, at Reels training, and I just want to put this out is that your Reels do not have to be, and yes, you want your product in them at times, but your Reels do not have to be thrive, 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 thrive. The Reels that are going to help you build your following and bring people to you are the relatable Reels, the funny Reels, the pissing people off Reels, apparently. Like
That's what I've
those.
really had to work on lately is I just want to chime in because I've really worked hard on like growing my following on Instagram and like because like for a long time my inbox was just dry. Like I'm like, what do I need to do differently? And so I really try to focus on that like 80/20 rule a little bit, like where I am pushing more reels out that are more about life. Like I'm an autism mom and I know that there's a lot of people out there that struggle with that as well. So like in just motherhood in general, but just pushing out more creative content in motherhood and not just trying to like figure out what post about Thrive that I'm going to post today, you know.
You do
Even
you.
though you're sharing every day in your
Yeah.
stories, realizing that the reels that you're posting are going to be the relationship building part of it. So then they're going to go to your stories and be like, "Oh, she's sharing," like that's where they see your capsules, they see your shake, they see what you're taking. So yeah, really trying to stick to that, not feeling like you have to constantly every single day like you're posting or sharing, but not focusing so much on business thrive thrive thrive. I think that that's a main thing for a lot of people is to like that people that struggle with enrolling, and that's what I've had to work on myself.
Yep, I like it. Yeah, you're just showing you. But you just need Tanya Ward uses the word sprinkle. I gotta sprinkle my thrive. And so she makes sure, the sprinkling is in your stories, right? Obviously you've got to make your posts when there's company promos. You just have to. Like kind of non-negotiable right now. You got to have a detox post out there about the detox bundle, right? And then but yeah, your content is you. Who are you? You know, what are your daily struggles? You know, why would people relate to you? And that's why it's so great. And that's why I say quit trying to be somebody else, because like your followers are there for a reason, and your story is going to attract people that relate to your story. So, and I'm not saying your Thrive story. I'm saying you as a mama, as an individual, as a woman. I don't think we have any men on here right now. So yeah.
I
All
think
right,
I
guys.
think Tidwell. I think I saw Tidwell.
Oh, hey, Tommy. Hey, Tommy. Well,
But
Tommy's
hey,
great though. Like his page, you know who he is. You know who he is, what he stands for. You know, he thinks his wife is hot. You know, I mean, he's gonna attract the people that are in your vibe. And that's the thing too, is you're going to like you want to attract people that are your people. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like, I'm sorry, but the people that hate me because they hate my door, I don't want them in my Thrive business. They can go join one of your Thrive businesses or something, but like if they hate me, like I don't want you in business with me because that means I have to work with
Mhm.
you. So that's kind of a good point. You know what I mean? Like be you and attract the people that like you would want to go hang out with.
Yeah. And I will say, I'm going to chime in on that because I used to think, well, anybody that, can buy a product or can be in business with me, I need to be an open door. But it's okay to set boundaries, and you don't want to attract the people, you don't want to work with the people that are toxic. I mean, I think
Yeah.
we've learned a lot over the years on that. Okay, Janelle said, let's talk elevate. So yes, the biggest thing of the year. Elevate's coming March 14th. Irving, Texas. Some of us that live here, we just think everybody knows the area and where to go and what to do and where to fly into. I've had a lot of people asking. So yes, DFW Airport would be where you fly in, but
If
Dallas
you
Love
can.
Field is also close to Irving. So it's not like I know some people flew into Love Field when we had it in Fort Worth and they were like, oh, that was awful. But it's not far from Irving. So you can fly into Dallas Love, which is usually mostly Southwest, right? Southwest is Dallas Love. So
Yes.
check Southwest, check anything through DFW. The hotels, I'm going to tell you what I found out is the list of hotels, the link that they have on there, if you go to that hotel directly, you may actually get a better deal. So, because I don't think they have any room blocks. So just check and see so that you and your teams can do, the best for you and for your budget. Also, yes, exactly, Margaret. I'm booked direct with hotels. And then also Airbnbs, VRBOs, I know Katie always does that with her team anywhere we've had our events, and that works out really well for people. Pack up, four to a hotel room. Start saving now. And then, yes, they're doing the travel money. I'm so glad they brought that back.
Oh my gosh, me too. I
Yeah.
love.
Do you want to talk about that?
Well, I mean, I just okay, here's a reality. Like, I mean, yeah, we can have all these getaways and whatever, and you can go, but I mean, Elevate builds your business. Like it's truly a focus point. It's a chance community. And we all know that the economy sucks, right? So it is what it is. And so if you guys can earn that reimbursement, which you absolutely can, that will just help so much. So get with the people on your team and figure that out, and really, I mean, you have enough Tuesdays between now and then. Start like get an envelope out and make that your Elevate money and just start putting it in, make a commitment to qualify for some reimbursement. And remember, this is, it is a business, so talk to your accountant. I can't give accounting advice, but that should be a tax write-off. Invest in you. You're just it's just the biggest, most meaningful event of the year, I promise. And when people see you attending things like that, it will build your business because they see you taking it seriously. You're making that commitment. So yeah. Oh, there's an option to book now, pay later on Expedia. I did not know that. Interesting. Okay. So like guys, I go back to where there's a will, there's a way. Those of you that don't know my story, like it hasn't always been great. I mean, that's why I have so much grit. I was a single mom once upon a time. We did live off of ramen noodles and frozen chicken nuggets. My daughter and I did. When this business came into my life, we had decent jobs. I had $80,000 in student loans, so I was paying more for student loans than most people pay on their mortgage. And we were literally drowning in debt. But I made a decision, and I go back to that, and I guess I can either offend people or I can inspire people, but I really do believe that where there's a will, there is a way, and you do not have to be stuck. There is a way to help yourself. And there are opportunities that are surrounding you, and none of you are on this Zoom right now out of coincidence. And I hope that you've gained some things from this, that you can turn around and pick up the phone and call some of your team members that you say, girl, you got to make a decision. Like, this is right here in front of you. I'm ready to lock arms with you. This is what we're going to do. This is how we're going to get us in a better position. And honestly, probably because of where I was and the struggles that we've gone through and the feelings of hopelessness at times is probably what keeps me so rounded and so grounded and so rooted and so consistent with this. But it also ignites a really big fire in my belly for other people to experience the same. And I really take that approach of, why not you? Like, why not you? If this could happen for Amber, why not you? If this could happen for me, why not you? Yes, it's, we don't have a crystal ball. But the harder you work, the luckier you get, guys. And our hard work around here isn't truly hard. The hardest part is just admitting that you're worth it to get out there and go do the things. And doing the things is not that hard to do. I mean, I will choose my hard, and this is not hard. So with that, congratulations to you guys. Thank you all so much for all that you do. I do feel like we've had a blessed year. I mean, I think all of us always end the year with, "Kid God, that was a challenging one," but life's going to throw challenges at us. Thrive isn't the cure-all, but it's going to help us get through. It absolutely can provide the things from the daily fuel to the getting the better sleep to the financial part. When you have all those, if you can have a little bit of help in all those areas, it kind of helps you handle the things and the craziness that life does throw at you. Make the commitment to be at Elevate, start figuring that out now. And I would really love your feedbacks, leaders, on boot camp. So feel free to hop over there, make your requests known. We're excited. Amber, thank you for all that you do in leading this incredible team. You are tried and true. You're a ride or die, not only for me personally, but for so many of us in this business. And you've really paved the way for so many. And we just appreciate you so, so much. I know you love this team. I'm looking at so many faces, and I know the conversations you've had with me about each of them and how much you celebrate their successes and how proud you are of them. And I know that they love you just as much as you love them. So thank you again, and I'll let you close it out.
Well, thank you. I didn't know you were going to make me cry. I appreciate you greatly. You know how much I mean to you. And Katie, no, I don't say you drive me nuts. But we appreciate you. We appreciate the path that you've paved and that you've shown it can be done. I did want to announce that our Tuesday Zooms, we've kind of gotten feedback, and really, things shift up and change as the years goes on. So this will be our last Tuesday 11 Zoom. We are going to start doing Tuesday evening Zooms, with the hope that more people can get on, because the biggest thing I hear is, I'm working, I can't get on then, and I missed it, and all the things. So we want to collaborate with more people live. We're going to start doing Tuesdays at 7. However, boot camp starts January. So that is every day at 7 p.m. Central. We are going to not have our Zooms during January so that everybody can get on the boot camp Zooms and not miss anything with that. So we will go back to our Tuesday Zooms starting new time, 7 p.m. Central. I know this is a lot, right? 7 p.m. Central, starting in February. So I hope you all are excited about that. I've really thought about this. Katie and I have backed it back and forth and other leaders for the past 6 months. And I've kind of dug my feet in the ground because I don't like change. And I'm changing it for all of you. So can't wait. Super excited. Cannot wait for the new year, for the boot camp, all the things. Guys, if you are, we have 2 days or a day and a half, whatever you want to call that, left in this month, left in this year. It is not too late to hit your goals. Do not count yourself out. Whatever cab it is, whatever rank it is still possible. Do not stop yourself from getting blessings now just by waiting till next month. Get it now, get the momentum going, get the conversations going, and that will skyrocket you in January to hit those travel goals, to hit those cab goals, all the things. Thank you all so much for your time and everything this year. Thank you, and thank you, Maria.